PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
For the red or something like that? Yeah, but no, she used to get out there or not. So, oh my
Saturday we play 10:30 and 1:30. Okay, so the first one I bet is the first one's at the Lovable City Park.
Oh, that's like Friday night.
Yeah, is that the same place we played? Last
Where we
year?
sit, we said she didn't know yours out.
Because we played at two different places. Yeah. We did.
Okay.
Then we don't play at the one that we played Saturday.
This is my boat.
We played at Perry County High School. That had no parking. You don't play there. We play at Lovable City.
That's where the promise was.
Oh, right. A lot. Yeah, we do. Perry County.
Might have been after he left. Might have been
On Friday. Saturday.
Well, this thing's like a lounge chair.
But our first game's at
I thought I grabbed my small.
yeah, so we'll play one day.
No, you're good.
At least I think the Lovable is closer to the. I think it's like 50 minutes.
The ones that we stayed at.
Lovable, the first Friday night's game.
What's the name of the place that we played at Friday last
We
year?
can't read it. It's a sign. So it's there.
Yeah, what's the name of that first place that we went to Friday?
I thought it was Lovable.
Is it because
I think
there's
it's
another place called Veterans Park?
Yeah, that's the. I don't think Marshall did that. I don't think.
I just did that.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game. Test 1, 2. Test 1.
Lady Cat softball, as we bring action to you today from Culleoka, Tennessee, as your Lady Cats are taking on the Lady Warriors of Culleoka. Lady Warriors have taken the field. They will be the home team this afternoon, and they are currently getting their warm-up pitches in. And action will start here shortly.
How are y'all doing?
We'll take this time to go over our starting lineups. First for the Lady Cats.
They want a sign up there and nothing said softball field.
Number 2, Kenzie Griggs, batting first. Batting second, number 12, Lauren Bryant. Batting third, number 42, Colleen Brewer. Batting third,
Give me his directions. Yeah,
batting fourth, number 3, Kelsey Carroll. Batting fifth, number 22, Sarah
I
Blackwell.
had to run home, do a few things.
Batting
hop the car,
sixth,
come on.
number 30, Blair Bogus. Batting seventh, number 44, Isabel Ludicky. Batting eighth, number 7, Jack. Batting ninth, number 11, Gracie Staggs. And the flex, number 25, Raven Cruz. Mackenzie Griggs steps to the plate. First batter for the Lady
Let's
Cats.
go. Kenzie, start us off, baby.
First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Number 16, Reichman is on the mound for the Lady Warriors. Second pitch is in the dirt as well for ball number 2. So 2-0 count to lead the game off for the Lady Cats. Pitcher toes the rubber. Brings her third pitch. It's a ball high outside. Quick 3-0 count for Kenzie Griggs. I would imagine Coach Blackwell will have the take sign here. But you never know. He may give her the green light if she gets something she likes. And that's ball number 4. So Kenzie Griggs reaches on a walk. That brings number 12, Lauren Bryant, to the plate for the Lady Cats. First pitch right down the middle. Lauren Bryant takes a fly ball to center field, which gets past the center fielder. Kenzie Griggs rounding third base. Bryant on her tail, and a stand-up triple for Lauren Bryant as she scores Kenzie Griggs to quickly make the score 1-0. Now to the plate for the Lady Cats, number 42, Kylie Brewer.
Home run it, first pitch out on Tuesday. First pitch she saw.
First pitch is low for ball 1. Bryant stands on third base. Nice piece of hitting by Lauren there to score Kenzie. Reichman toes the rubber. Brings pitch number 2, which is high and outside for ball number 2.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah, in Tuesday night's game, Kylie Brewer of her senior season takes the first pitch on a 3-run home run. That pitch fouled off by Kylie, brings the count to 2-1. Reichman toes the rubber. Kylie fouls that one off as well, brings the count to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coach Blackwell giving instructions from third base. Pitches a ball in the dirt, but brings the count to 3-2, a full count. Kylie's going to be looking for something she can drive here. Here's the pitch. Ball inside. Ball 4. Kylie reaches on walk. So we got runners on first and third. Brewer at first, Bryant at third, which brings Kelsey Carroll to the plate. Her first at bat in her senior campaign. She goes solo home run Tuesday night at Wayne County High School. Looking to bring some of that magic here tonight. First pitch for a strike as Brewer advances on the steal, no throw. So that we got runners on second and third now. Carroll rips the ball to right field, which scores Bryant. Here comes Brewer around to score as well. And the second stand-up triple for the Lady Cats as Kelsey Carroll reaches on a hot shot to right center field. Now batting for the Lady Cats will be number 22, Sarah Blackwell, as she gets some last-minute instructions from Coach Blackwell. First pitch is low in the dirt for ball 1. Nice piece of hitting by Kelsey Carroll there to get reach on the stand-up triple. Pitch number 2 is in the dirt as well, so it brings the count to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Sarah readies herself in the box for pitch. Pitch number 3 is in the dirt as well, so quickly a 3-0 count, way ahead for Sarah Blackwell. I would imagine the take sign would be on here. Coach Blackwell may give her the green light, you never know. Sarah readies herself in the box. Reichman toes the rubber. Right down the middle of the plate for strike 1. So 3-1 count. Sarah didn't like that pitch. She thought it was ball 4, but nonetheless, the umpire did call it a strike. Reichman toes the rubber. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Sarah, so it brings the count to 3-2, a full count. Carol on third on her stand-up triple. Here's the pitch. Sarah rips one right back up the middle. Reichman can't get her glove down. That scores Carol, which now makes the score 3-0 Lady Cats early in the first inning. Correction, 4-0 Lady Cats first inning. Now stepping to the plate, number 30, Blair Bogus. Sarah Blackwell on first. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle for strike number 1. Reichman toes the rubber. Ball high for brings count 1-1. A quick throw to first to keep Sarah there in check on the bag. So our score is 4-0. Top of the first inning, no outs. Bogus fouls one off the right side fence, which brings the count to 1-2. Bogus looks down at Coach Blackwell for some last-minute instructions. Reichman toes the rubber. Pitch is low. Quick throw to first base. Sarah got an aggressive lead over there, but was fortunately able to get back. Count is 2-2. Bogus readies herself in the box. Blackwell at first. Ball 3 inside, which brings the count to 3-2. 3-2 count, no outs. Early lead for the Lady Cats, 4-0 in top of the first. Here's the pitch. Bogus rips one foul down the first base side out of play. Blair readies herself again. Here's the pitch. Ball 4 in the right-hander's batter's box. Bogus reaches on a walk, which now brings Isabel Ludick to the plate. So we got runners on first and second, no outs. Ludick steps to the plate. Reichman toes the rubber. Ball low for ball 1. Isabel readies herself. Pitch number 2 catches the right outside corner. Brings the count to 1-1. Coach Blackwell giving the signs from the third base coach's box. Reichman's ready. Ludick rips one out of play down right field. Good contact, just needs to straighten that one out. Brings the count to 1-2. Bogus on first, Blackwell on second. Isabel rips one to second base. They look for 2. They get her out at 1, advance the runners to second and third. Nice piece of hitting by Isabel to advance the runners. That brings the score to 4-0. Top of the first, 1 out. Now stepping to the plate for Lady Cats will be number 7, Jack Keaton. First pitch is high for ball 1. Jack raises herself at the plate. Reichman toes the rubber. Swing and a miss by Jack. Good looking pitch to drive right there. Just missed it by a little. 1-1 count. Bogus at second. Blackwell at third. Good base hit here will score some runs. Pitch is high for ball 2. So the count is 2-1. 1 out here in the top of the first. Pitch is high for ball 3. 3-1 count. Jack's going to be selective right here. If she wants something she can drive. If not, she's going to look to advance on a walk. Reichman toes the rubber. Jack rips one down the right field side, falls fair. Brings the count to 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Correction, that ball was foul. Ball 4, Jack reaches on a walk, which brings now Gracie Staggs to the plate. Bases loaded here, top of the first, 1 out. Gracie Staggs to the plate, looking to put something in play just to score some runs. First pitch is called strike. Staggs raises herself, Reichman toes the rubber. Foul ball off the right field fence. So quickly, Gracie falls behind in the count. 0-2. They're going to be in protect mode here. Here's the pitch. Gracie goes down swinging. That brings up Kinsey Griggs. We've rolled the lineup, so this will be Kinsey's second time to bat this inning. 2 outs here, top of the first. Kinsey raises herself, Reichman toes the rubber. And a shot to center field. It hits the fence. 1 run scores, 2 runs scores, and 3 runs scores on a stand-up double by Kinsey Griggs. Nice piece of hitting there by Griggs to score those 3 runs. Makes the score 7-0, top of the first, 2 outs as Lauren Bryant steps to the plate. Another deep shot to right center field. It's going to score easy. Griggs. And Lauren gets a stand-up double.
Way to go, Kinsey. Way to go.
Our score now, top of the first inning, is 8-0, 2 outs on a stand-up double by Bryant. Up to the plate for Lady Cats is number 42, Kylie Brewer. She's going to look to continue her hot streak. First pitch is called high for a ball. Reichman toes the rubber. Kylie rips one down up the middle, and Bryant will score on a stand-up double by Brewer. That's going to bring up Kelsey Carroll. Scores now 9-0, top of the first, 2 outs. Kelsey Carroll to the plate. Reichman toes the rubber. Carroll rips one up the middle, falls into center field. Brewer's going to score on the single by Carroll. Now making her way to the plate for Lady Cats is number 22, Sarah Blackwell. Score is now 10-0, top of the first, 2 outs. Lady Cats looking to continue their piece of hitting this inning. Ball high for ball 1. Blackwell readies, Reichman toes the rubber. And a ground ball to shortstop as The shortstop looked to take the play herself at second, and Kelsey slides in there and beats the tag.
Good hit. Come on, Blair.
Stepping to the plate for Lady Cats is number 30, Blair Bogus. We got runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Bogus raises herself. Reichman toes the rubber. Pitch is high for ball 1. Runners will advance on the wild pitch. Kelsey Carroll advances to third, and Sarah Blackwell advances to second. 1-0 count. Reichman toes the rubber. Pitch is high for ball 2. Two 2-0 count to Blackwell. 2 outs, top of the first.
Good job.
Pitch called ball on the outside, so a 3-0 count. Bogus going to be looking for something she can drive. Reichman toes the rubber. Strike on the inside corner for first strike of the at bat. So count is now 3 balls to 1 strike. 2 outs, top of the first. Score is 10-0. Ball inside for ball 4, which is going to bring Isabel Ludicky back to the plate. So full bases loaded here. 2 outs, top of the first. Ludicky steps to the plate. She can just get it in play. Some more runs should score here. Here's the pitch. Called low for ball 1. Isabel looks down to Coach Blackwell for the sign. Raiders herself in the box. Reichman toes the rubber. Pitch is called high for ball 2. So 2-0 count here late in the top of the first inning. 2-0 count, 2 outs. That pitch called a strike on the inside corner. Brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Ludicky raises herself at the plate. Pops one up to first base side, and the first baseman drifts over in foul territory and makes the catch, which ends the first half of the inning.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Lady Cats softball here at Culleoka, Tennessee. After the first half of the first inning, the Lady Cats are on top 10-0. Stepping to the plate for the Lady Warriors is going to be the shortstop, number 12, Chumley. Set the defense for you. You got Isabel Ludicky behind the plate. You got Kenzie Griggs on the mound for Lady Cats. You got Kelsey Carroll playing third base, Gracie Staggs at shortstop, Jack Keaton, her usual spot at second base, and Blair Bogus at first. Lauren Bryant in right field, Kylie Brewer in center, and Reagan Cruz out there in left. That shores up the defense for the Lady Cats. First pitch by Kinsey is a strike swinging, so that brings the count to 0-1. Kinsey toes the rubber. Second pitch is called strike on the outside corner looking. Chumley quickly falls behind 0-2 in the count. Chumley raises herself at the plate. Low and outside for ball one. Kinsey had a nice debut on Tuesday. Next pitch is called ball inside as it was in the dirt. So the count is 2-2 here in the bottom of the first.
Kenzie didn't seem to miss a beat from basketball to
No. Fouled off to the right side backstop. Kinsey gets her sign. A nice changeup by Griggs there to get Chumley looking for strike three. Nice piece of pitching there by Kinsey to get the strikeout. Next to the plate for the Lady Warriors is going to be number 16, Reichman. Kinsey gets her sign, brings the pitch. Ball outside. First pitch called ball. Here's the pitch. Strike one swinging, so the count's now 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the first. Reichman readies herself. Griggs gets her sign. Strike two swinging. Don't think so. Griggs gets her sign. Swinging strike dropped, and Kinsey smartly throws it down to first for out number two. So we've got two outs here in the bottom of the first. Score is 10-0 Lady Cats. That brings number 15 Bowles to the plate. Kinsey looks for her sign. She readies herself. And a foul ball over here, over the press box here for strike number one. They do. Next pitch is a changeup floater to Gracie Staggs as she makes the catch. So quickly, 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Cats. We'll be back for top of the second.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Lady Cats softball here from Culleoka High School. After one inning of play, your Lady Cats are on top 10-0 as Jack Keaton steps to the plate for Lady Cats. First pitch is called inside for ball one as Jack turned away from that. Sometimes you might want to ask our batter to take that pitch and advance on a hit by pitch. Second pitch is called low for ball two. Yes, Jack is very aggressive at the plate. She's not going to give that pitcher much room to work. Reichman toes the rubber. Pitch is called for a strike on the outside corner, so our count is now 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs here in the top of the second. Jack raises herself. Reichman brings the pitch. Inside for ball 3. 3-1 count. Jack's going to be looking for something she can drive here. If she doesn't like it, we'll let it go and advance on balls. Pitch is called high for ball 4, so Keaton advances on a walk, which will bring Gracie Staggs to the plate. Gracie raises herself. First pitch is inside for a quick throw to first. Jack gets back on the dive. Heads up base runner there by Keaton to get back and dive into the first base bag. Reichman toes the rubber. Pitch is hit to third base. They throw across the diamond for the out. Nobody covers third base and Jack advances. Good heads-up base running by Keaton there. Third baseman made the play across the diamond to first, but nobody backed her up to cover third base. And Jack just kept motoring and took third base all on her own. Stepping to the plate for the Lady Cats is Kenzie Griggs. A hot shot to third base as the third baseman makes the play to get the second out, but that hit does score the run. Jack comes across on that good piece of hitting by Griggs. So our score is now 11-0. Top of the second. Stepping to the plate for Lady Cats is number 12, Lauren Bryant. Reichman brings the pitch. It's low in the dirt for ball 1. Reichman getting a little frustrated, it looks like, on the mound. That big inning in the top of the first. Quickly got 2 outs. A hard shot to the third baseman as it careens off her body. Gets past the left fielder. Bryant's looking at Blackwell over there. He tells her to stay on 2. So stand-up double for Lauren Bryant as she hits a hot shot to third base. And it careens off her body and gets past the left fielder. Lady Warrior coach is coming out to check on their third baseman. She appears to be okay. So here in the bottom of the second, we got 2 outs. Score is 11-0 Lady Cats. As Brewer steps to the plate, looks to continue her hot streak in just 2 games of this season. First pitch fouled off, out of play to the right field side. Reichman seems to be getting a little more control of her command here and finding more of the strike zone. Ball low. So count is now 1-1. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Yeah. Next pitch is called high for ball 2. Yeah. We talk about her controlling her command, and next 2 pitches, one's low and one's high. Here's the pitch, right down the center of the plate. Brewer lifts one to right field. The right fielder misjudges it, falls in over her head. That scores Bryant. Brewer on her horse is going to stand up triple. Well, she does kind of dive into the bag. Correct me, John, if I'm wrong. That's her second stand-up triple of this ballgame. So that nice piece of hitting by Brewer scores Bryant, which brings our score now 12-0. Top of the second inning, 2 outs.
Told her to stand up on that one. She didn't need to slide. She had to think of it.
Up to the plate for the Lady Cats is Kelsey Carroll. Right. Carroll readies herself at the plate. Reichman gets her sign. Lifts one to second base side. Second baseman drifts back in the grass to make the out. So our score here after 2.5 innings of play, the Lady Cats 12, Lady Warriors 0.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Lady Cat Softball here from Culleoka, Tennessee. The Lady Cats have made a pitching change here early in this ball game as they have a strong hold on this game, 12-0 in the bottom of the second. Kelsey Carroll is now going to be on the mound for the Lady Cats. So that's going to shift some things around on the infield. Gracie Staggs will now take her position at third base, and Kenzie Griggs will now be playing shortstop. Rest of the defense stays the same. The first three batters for the Warriors are going to be number 11, the first baseman, Watson, the left fielder, number 3, Andrews, and the third baseman, number 10, Burns. Watson readies herself. Carroll gets her sign. First pitch is called low for ball 1.
You ever introduce yourself?
I will. Carroll gets her sign. Pitch is high for ball 2. And for those of you that may not already recognize my voice from high school basketball, this is Greg Martin bringing you play-by-play action of Lady Cat Softball today. That third pitch is called high for ball number 3, so Carroll falls behind quickly for a 3-0 count here in the bottom of the second. No outs. Lady Cats lead 12-0. And that's 4 straight balls for Carroll. Looks like she may just want to kind of slow down her pace a little bit, get herself in a good little rhythm, and Watson advances on balls. Brings to the plate the left fielder, number 3, Andrews, for the Lady Warriors. Carroll gets her sign. Andrews squares around for the bunt. It was bunted foul. That's going to be an 0-1 count quickly on Andrews. Got Watson as the base runner for the Lady Warriors at first. Carroll gets her sign. Another bunt, and that's fouled back here off the screen. So quickly Carroll works ahead for an 0-2 count. Now typically you wouldn't call a bunt here with 2 strikes, but if you're trying to be aggressive, you might catch the defense on her toes. Carroll brings the pitch, and that's a swinging strike by Carroll, and a quick throw to first base. as that's a strike 'em out, throw 'em out. Carroll with the strikeout. Ludicky with the throw out at first base as they caught the runner Watson kind of sleeping over there at first. Nice piece of throwing by Ludicky there to get the throw and the tag by Blair at first base. So that brings up third baseman number 10, Burns. And Carroll gets her sign. A dribbler to the mound. Carroll readies herself. Nice throw to first to Bogus for the out. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Lady Cats, and that will end the second inning. We'll be back for Lady Cat softball.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Lady Cat softball here from Culleoka, Tennessee. Your score is 12-0 as we now enter the top of the third. Lady Warriors have made a pitching change. They're now going to be pitching number 11, Watson, as Reichman takes her position at first base. So basically just a swap, Watson from first to pitcher and Reichman from pitcher to first. And we do have an offensive change as Reagan Cruz is now going to come to the plate. There may be a discrepancy here a little bit as Coach Blackwell and Coach Cruz discuss the lineup. As it stands right now, Reagan Cruz is going to be coming to the plate, and that appears to be the case.
Go, Ray, start us off.
So Reagan Cruz making her first appearance of the day at the plate. And she raises herself, and Watson gets her sign. Reagan takes the first pitch, a line drive to the shortstop, and she flies out for out number 1. And now stepping to the plate, as we suspected, several offensive changes. Stepping to the plate for the Cats, Lady Cats, sorry about that, is going to be Madison Jones. Watson brings the pitch. First pitch is outside for ball 1. A 1-0 count here in the top of the third, 1 out. The Lady Cats on top, 12-0. Next pitch is inside for ball 2. A 2-0 count here to Madison Jones. And on deck for the Lady Cats is going to be number 16, Rosalie Martin. Next pitch is outside for ball 3, so Jones quickly gets ahead on a 3-0 count. Watson's going to be looking to throw something here that she can get a strike on Jones. And she does just that. So a 3-1 count to Jones here in the top of the third, 1 out. Madison's going to be looking for something she can drive right here. She did. She guided that one in. And Madison rips one to center field as she touches first and goes to second. A nice piece of hitting by Madison Jones for a stand-up double here in the top of the third. And that's going to bring number 16, Rosalie Martin, up for the Lady Cats. So you got Madison Jones on a nice piece of hitting, a stand-up double. And Martin's going to step to the plate. Martin taking her time. She raises herself. Watson gets her sign. And first pitch, Martin takes it off the left shoulder and gets a base on hit by pitch. And I know from experience, as I am her father, she's not going to move out of that batter's box. And next up for the Lady Cats is going to be number 21, Emma Bryant. So we got Rosalie Martin on first on a hit by pitch. Madison Jones by a nice piece of hitting for a stand-up double.
Maybe we ought to get her a arm pad.
She won't wear it. Pitch 2 is called a strike.
You're ready now.
So we've got an 0-2 count on Bryant, on Emma Bryant, that is. Runners on first and second. Emma's going to look for something she can drive here. Watson with the pitch outside for ball 1. So 1-2 count, 1 out here in the top of the third. Your score is 12-0. Lady Cats in a strong command of this ball game. Watson gets her sign. Called ball high and inside to Emma Bryant. She kind of guided back on that one, didn't want to take that one off the chin. So 2-2 count. Watson with the pitch. Ball outside, so
Good job.
Emma battles back to bring the count full. So she's going to be looking for a base hit ball 4 right here. 1 out, top of the third. And that is in the right-handed batter box for ball 4, so all runners will advance on the walk. Bases loaded, and as Jaylee Warren steps to the plate. I'd like to see Jaylee get a nice hit here, score a couple of runs. Got Emma Bryant on first, Rosalie Martin on second, and Madison Jones at third. Pitch is in there high for ball 1. 1 out here at the top of the third. Warren readies herself at the plate. Watson gets her sign. And that's going to be inside for ball number 2 as Jaylee does a little bit of a jig to get out of the way of that pitch. Didn't want to wear that one on the ankle. A 2-0 count here. Jaylee with a couple practice swings, gets herself ready. Watson looks in for the sign. Right down the middle of the plate. Ooh, and that was barely just foul. And Madison wisely does a little dance over there to avoid that ball. Fortunately, she was running in foul territory, so she wouldn't have been called out regardless. So if you run in foul territory and get hit by the ball, you're not going to be called out, which is smart base running. And we know Coach Blackwell's got them coached up. Watson looks for her sign. Strike number 2 on the outside corner. So 2-2 count here to Jaylee Warren, top of the third. 1 out. Your Lady Cats on top, 12-0. Warren readies herself. Watson gets her sign. And a ground ball to the third baseman as she makes the play at home to get the force as bases were loaded. So that's going to be 2 outs. Top of the third. Runners do advance on the ground ball. So you got Jaylee Warren at first. Emma Bryant as a base runner at second. And Rosalie Martin at third. Stepping to the plate for the Lady Cats is number 2, Kenzie Griggs. Griggs takes a nice shot down to the shortstop as the shortstop makes a nice play and gets the force out at first to ease the bleeding there. Actually, no runs scored. We had bases loaded, no runs scored. So after 2.5 innings of play, 12-0 Lady Cats.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Go ahead.
Welcome back to Lady Cat Softball here in Culleoka, Tennessee. Bottom of the third, 12-0. Lady Cats in well command of this ball game. As we suspected during the break, we're going to see some defensive changes. You got Rosalie Martin's going to be behind the plate for the Lady Cats. Carol will stay on the mound for the Lady Cats. Sarah Blackwell replaces Gracie Staggs at third. Kenzie Gregg stays at shortstop. Emma Bryant replaces Keaton at second, and Madison Jones replaces Bogus at first. Out in the outfield, you got Jaylee Warren as she replaces Reagan Cruz in left. Kylie Brewer stays in her position at center field, and it appears Lauren Bryant is going to stay in right field. So several offensive changes and defensive changes in this inning for the Lady Cats. Stepping to the plate for the Lady Warriors is going to be number 18, the center fielder, Burns. Carroll brings the pitch, and that's fouled off the screen here for an 0-1 count. Good job by Carroll working ahead. Always want to get that first pitch strike if you can. Kelsey gets her sign, and pitches in there. Popped up on third base side as Blackwell gives chase, and it falls just short. So quickly 0-2 count to Burns for the Lady Warriors. Good piece of pitching by Carroll. Kelsey gets her sign. Tries to go with the changeup, and it falls short. So it's a 2-1 count. Correction, a 1-2 count. 0 outs here in the bottom of the third. Your Lady Cats on top 12-0. Kelsey gets her sign. Brings a change up and a swing and a miss for a strike 3 by Kelsey Carroll. Nice change up there by Carroll to get Burns swinging for the strikeout. That brings up number 19, the second baseman, Huskins, for the Lady Warriors. Kelsey looks into Martin to get her sign. Here's the pitch. Ball outside for ball 1. Kind of a breezy day here in Culleoka as Kelsey brings the second pitch for ball number 2. No. Wind is blowing out towards right field, and that pitch is called outside for ball 3. So a 3-0 count to Huskins. Kelsey's going to look to even that up here, or get on the board with a strike, and that is ball number 4. So Huskin reaches as on a walk, and that's going to bring up the right fielder, number 77, Stutz. Correction. Martin gets her sign from Coach Cruz. Kelsey looks in. And that's a ground ball to Madison Jones at first, who throws over to, well, she thought about throwing to second. Had she thrown over to second, Kinsey would have been looking to make the tag there. But a good defensive play by Madison Jones to get the out at first. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 12-0 is the score. Your Lady Cats on top, and that brings up Chumley to the plate. She looks at strike one. So quickly, Kelsey gets ahead 0-1 to Chumley. And pitch number 2 is a changeup that Chumley is way ahead of and fouls it down the left field side. So quickly, Kelsey gets ahead 0-2 in the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. The Lady Cats on top, 12-0. Carroll looks in for her sign, readies the pitch. Ball outside for ball 1. A 1-2 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Kelsey gets her sign. And that's going to be a ball low in the dirt. Good block by Rosalie there. Keep the runner at second. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Kelsey's going to look to finish it right here. And the pitch is a changeup again that Chumley pulls to the left field side as a foul. So Chumley can't hold back on that changeup, which is rather effective by Kelsey. And the pitch low and inside, which is going to bring the count to 3-2. So full count here. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Got a runner at second. Carroll readies herself, gets the sign. Brings it in for strike 3, swinging. So that wraps up the bottom of the third. Your Lady Cats on top, 12-0.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Lady Cat Softball here from Culleoka, Tennessee, as your Lady Cats are still well in command of this ball game. 12-0 as we start the top of the fourth inning. Watson still on the mound for the Lady Warriors. Stepping to the plate for your Lady Cats is going to be number 12, Lauren Bryant. She's going to look to continue her hitting streak and start us off here on the right foot in the top of this fourth inning. Watson gets her sign. Pitch is thrown high for ball 1. Bryant looks down to third base coach John Blackwell for instruction. Watson gets her sign. Pitch is thrown low for ball 2, so 2-0 count here in the top of the fourth to Bryant. Bryant readies herself. And she connects on that one to center field, and that's going to drift over the center field head. as Bryant is going to have a stand-up double here in the top of the fourth. Well, I'm going to suspect that Coach Blackwell over there with a 12-0 lead is not going to chance anything, injuries or just kind of, even sportsmanship. So Brewer steps to the plate. Watson gets her sign.
I thought Case might be here.
And that pitch is called high for ball one.
Okay.
Early on in this season, our Lady Cats have been disciplined at the plate. And Kylie fouls that one back here to the left field side. That pitch is thrown in on her. She kind of fouled that one off her fifth. And Kylie's going to look down to Coach Blackwell for the sign. Got Lauren Bryant standing on second base. That pitch is thrown in for a ball as Bryant steals third and slides in there safe. Nice piece of base running by Lauren Bryant there. That pitch was in the dirt and the catcher had to dig it out, which may have disrupted the timing there. Nonetheless, Bryant advances on a stolen base. And brings the pitch, and Kylie fists that one right up the middle between the pitcher's legs, and that is going to score Bryant from third. So a single for Brewer as she scores Bryant, which brings our score to 13-0 in the top of this fourth inning. See, Carroll steps to the plate. Watson looks in for her sign. And that pitch is thrown inside for ball one. As John Harper and I were talking earlier, we think the run rule is 15 after 4 and 10 after 5. We will see if the Lady Cats can get 2 more runs here and hold the Warriors in this bottom half of the fourth. And we'll know one way or the other if it's going to be 15 after 4. That pitch is thrown in there for a ball, so the count is now 2-1. Carroll connects on one to deep left field, and that's going to get over the left field fence as Kelsey Carroll in 2 games, back-to-back games, has hit a home run. And that home run is now a 2-run homer as Brewer steps on the plate and Carroll steps on the plate. So John, there's our 2 more runs we wanted. So we'll find out after the bottom of this fourth if it is in fact 15 after 4. So Carroll has stayed hot in the 2 games of this early season as she goes back-to-back yard. Last Tuesday against Mount Pleasant and tonight against the Lady Warriors here in Culleoka. Sarah Blackwell steps to the plate. Right. That first pitch is in there high for ball one. I guess you would call that foreshadowing. Maybe I need to go play the lottery. Watson looks for the sun. Second pitch is in there for ball 2, so the 2-0 count. Top of the fourth here, no outs. The Lady Cats on top, 15-0. And the pitch will be inside for ball 3, so that's a 3-0 count. Watson's getting frustrated by the strike zone here by Blue behind the plate. But he calls them as he sees them, so if it's a ball, it's a ball. If it's a strike, it's a strike. And that's going to be inside for ball 4. So Sarah Blackwell advances on a walk.
Oh, I thought he said strike. Yeah. He said inside.
A little confusion there. So ball 4 to Sarah Blackwell as she's going to take first base. And Madison Jones is going to step to the plate for the Lady Cats. Let's see if Madison can stay hot on that nice steady there in the top of the third. That pitch is thrown extremely high for a ball, and Blackwell steals second, and she's going to get tagged out high on the throw down by the catcher. So Blackwell attempts to steal second, gets thrown out. So we now have 1 out here In the top of the third, the count is 1-0 to Madison Jones. That pitch in there for ball number 2. So a 2-0 count here, 1 out. Top of the fourth, your Lady Cats on top 15-0. On deck for the Cats if Madison advances is going to be Rosalie Martin. And that ball is in there for ball number 3. So a 3-0 count here. Watson struggling to get command of her pitches. And that's inside for ball 4. So 2 straight walks for Watson, but her defense did bail her out as Blackwell did try to steal from first to second. A nice throw by the player. So we got Madison Jones is going to be on first as a base runner. Number 16, Rosalie Martin steps to the plate for the Lady Cats. Rosalie ground ball to third base. The third baseman can't handle it. So Rosalie's going to advance on a ground ball to third base. So we got runners on first and second. And Emma Bryant is going to step to the plate for the Lady Cats. 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Emma takes first pitch for a strike. She kind of looked back at Blue there. She thought it might have been a little high. Nonetheless, he called it a strike, so 0-1 count. Next pitch is ball outside, so that evens up the count 1-1. 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Your Lady Cats on top 15-0. Martin on first, Madison Jones on second. Bryant readies. And she rips one, a shallow fly ball over the shortstop's head who can't catch it. And Madison's going to look to score there on the error. And that piece of hitting by Bryant does score the run. And Rosalie Martin advances on the throw around basically by the defense here by the Warriors. So Rosalie advances to third and Emma advances to second. So we got 16-0 here in the top of the fourth. Emma Bryant on second, Rosalie Martin on third. Stepping to the plate for the Lady Cats is Jaylee Warren. That first pitch thrown in there for a ball. See if Jaylee continue the hitting streak. As we all say in the game, hitting is contagious. Let's hope she catches it. And she does. She rips one to third base. Martin comes off the bag and forces the error throw to first. So Rosalie's going to score on the error throw to first as well as Bryant. And Jaylee advances to second. So the third baseman kind of bobbled that throw and looked back at Martin as she danced off the bag there. And then elects to throw over to first and throws it in the dirt and it gets past the first baseman. So all runners advance and we scored 2 there. So now your score is 18-0, Lady Cats in the top of the fourth. The pitch by Watson is low in the dirt, gets to the backstop, and Jaylee Warren's going to advance on the pass ball. And our batter now for the Lady Cats is Kenzie Griggs. She had a nice first inning on the mound. She's done a nice piece of hitting today for the Lady Cats. Let's see if she can continue that. As she does, she rips one to shortstop, and the shortstop comes up, makes the throw, and a bang play, but she is caught out at first. But that does score the run, so an RBI for Griggs. Our score is now 19-0 as that hit scores Jaylee. Now stepping to the plate for Lady Cats is Lauren Bryant. That first pitch is in there for ball 1. So we got 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Your Lady Cats on top 19-0. And that second pitch goes behind Lauren for ball 2. A 2-0 count, top of the fourth. 2 outs. Your Lady Cats on top 19-0. Brewer on deck for Lady Cats if Bryant can manage to get on. That next pitch is thrown in there for ball number 3, so a 3-0 count. Coach Keaton down there at first giving some instructions. If she likes it, he says go for it. And that's going to be ball 4 in the dirt. So Lauren Bryant
Get a golf club for that.
Right, yeah. The Lady Warriors today have just not really had command of their pitches. And the Lady Warrior head coach is going to call a timeout and go talk to her defense.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Go ahead.
All right, after that timeout, we're back here for Lady Cat softball action. Brewer's going to step to the plate after the brief conversation by the Lady Warrior defense, and that first pitch is going to be thrown in there for ball one. Watson still having trouble finding her command. Next pitch is in there. Kylie does swing at it, fists it off. It comes on the backstop here. So 1-1 count. Lady Cats have put up 7 runs this inning. Fortunate to have a inning by inning scoreboard out here. Pitch is in there for ball 2. So a 2-1 count to Kylie. As Lauren Bryant is the base runner on first. Watson looks in to get her sign. And that pitch is going to be outside for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Kylie Brewer here. 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Warriors are looking to get out of this inning to minimize what damage we've done. And Kylie's going to take that one off her left calf as she advances on a hit by pitch. So that's going to bring up Kelsey Carroll back to the plate, and Watson and Reichman are going to swap here. So Reichman's going to go back to the mound for the Lady Warriors. She was the starter tonight, and our Lady Cats just they immediately started hitting off of her. Maybe give us a different look. Are we a commercial?
No, go ahead.
Change things up to give us a different look. Lady Warriors opted to make a pitching change to bring Watson in from her first base position, and that really didn't pan out well for the Lady Warriors. And so now Reichman comes back to the mound to see.
I didn't think you could bring a pitcher back to the mound.
You can, since Reichman didn't leave the game.
Oh, okay.
She just made a defensive, just made defensive swaps. So. Doesn't constitute as a sub. It's just a defensive change. So Reichman is going to come back to the mound where she was previously playing first. And Watson is now going to go back to first where she was previously playing at the start of this game. So that's going to bring Kelsey Carroll to the plate as Reichman looks in for her sign. That first pitch is going to be taken deep to right field. Right fielder drifts back and does make the catch. So that's going to end the inning here. 19-0 Lady Cats after 3.5 innings of play.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
All right, we're back here at the bottom of the fourth. Greg had to step to the men's room, and he's coming back shortly. That's ball 2.
Kelsey gets her sign and brings the pitch, and that's going to be a strike swinging as Reichman doesn't connect on that pitch. I think the count is 2-1. Going to be pitched in there for 3-1, so that pitch there brings the count to 3-1. Reichman readies herself. Carroll gets her sign. And that ball 4 is going to be thrown in the dirt. So Reichman reaches first on a walk. It's going to bring up number 15, Bales. Let's see if Kelsey can get command of her pitches there in the bottom half of this fourth and close this thing out. First pitch is low in the dirt for ball 1. Reichman, the base runner for the Lady Warriors at first. Let's see if she gets aggressive on a lead over there. Kelsey brings the pitch. A changeup. That's going to be ripped to left field, and that hits the bottom of the fence. Reichman rounding third. Bell is rounding second. Griggs throws home, and the throw not in time, so that takes the goose egg off the board for the Lady Warriors. And that piece of hitting by Bells to left center field puts the Lady Warriors on the board 19-1. Yeah. That ball was motoring out there to left field. Kelsey gets her sign, brings the pitch. That's in there for strike 1. So 19-1 here, your score. Lady Cats on top, bottom of the fourth. Carroll brings the pitch, and that's inside for ball number. The count is now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Watson, the batter for the Warriors. That pitch thrown in there for a swinging strike, so the count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kelsey gets her sign. And a swing and a miss, swinging strikeout for Carroll. So that's the first out of the inning. First out of the bottom half of this fourth. A nice piece of pitching by Kelsey there, as that brings Andrews to the plate for the Lady Warriors. Kelsey brings the pitch, and that's thrown low in the dirt. The runner's going to look to advance to third, as she does. Rosalie couldn't quite get that one blocked up, and it careened away from her, so the runner, Bells, advances on the wild pitch. And another pitch in the dirt. Rosalie does do a good job of getting over there and blocks that one up to hold the runner at third. So 2-0 count here. Kelsey tries the change up there. That doesn't fall in. So we now have a 3-0 count to the batter, Burns.
You got it, babe.
And that one's in the dirt as well. So 4 straight balls from Kelsey on that at bat. So we got runners on the corner here in the bottom of the fourth. The Lady Cats on top 19-1, 1 out. Kelsey gets her sign, and that's thrown in high for ball 1. Runner on first base opts not to advance on that pitch. Kelsey readies herself, and that's thrown low for ball 2. Yeah, Kelsey needs to kind of slow down maybe a little bit, get her timing back in rhythm. And that one's thrown on the inside corner for strike number 1. I believe I may have heard her dad out here in the stands just tell her to slow down a little bit. So slow the pace down. Here comes the pitch. That's outside for ball 3. So 3-1 count here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 out. The Lady Cats on top, 19-1. Got base runners for the Lady Warriors on 1st and 3rd. Still surprised that that runner has not advanced to 2nd. And that's going to be a foul ball off the catcher. And that brings the count full. So 3-2 count to the batter for the Lady Warriors. Runners on the corners. And the pitch is in there for strike 3, looking on the outside corner. And we look to get the out at 3 and throw it home, and she's going to be tagged out for the 3rd out of the inning. So what happened there is the backward K by Kelsey to the batter, and we did a backdoor throw to 3rd base, and it got away from Gracie Staggs. Gracie, the heads-up play to hustle after that, throws a dart to home, and Rosalie Martin gets the tag for the 3rd out to end this ball game. So your final score, your Lady Cats 19, Lady Warriors 1.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
So welcome back here to Culleoka, Tennessee, as your final score to your Lady Cats 19, Lady Warriors 1. Just about everybody played tonight, offensively and defensively. Lady Cats continue to stay hot at the plate as they built off of what they did Tuesday night against Mount Pleasant. And then defensively, had the 1 run get in. That was a deep shot by the Lady Warrior hitter to left field. And a good piece of defense there to end the ball game as Kelsey Carroll gets the strikeout looking, and they attempt the backdoor throw to 3rd as Gracie Staggs. That ball got away from her. She hustled after it and threw it home to Rosalie to get the tag to end the ball game. So 2 good games for the Lady Cats here to start this season. Your next opportunity to see your Lady Cats is going to be Monday. It's going to be Monday. Well, actually, we'll play tomorrow at Decatur County if the weather doesn't get us. So your next opportunity to see your Lady Cats in action is going to be tomorrow, March 17th at Decatur County if the rain holds off and it doesn't cancel that ball game. Other than that, will be March 20th, Monday at Summertown. And that's actually going to be a middle school game. The Lady Cat middle school team will be facing Summertown at 4 o'clock, and then your high school will be facing the Lady Eagles immediately following that ball game. So make the short drive over from Waynesboro to Summertown to support these Lady Cats. This community has been nothing but great as it was evident during the basketball season, and we would love for the community support to carry over into this softball season. So if you can't, listen in and tune in to the WCHS Sports YouTube page, as John Harper is going to be bringing you all the action this season for Lady Cat softball. So tune in there if you can't make the game. But a good win here for the Lady Cats tonight, 19-1, your final score from Culleoka, Tennessee.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game. At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.